Hey everybody, welcome in tonight. Hope you're all doing well on this beautiful Saturday evening. Thanks for coming in. Arkin, Matt, Hot Dogs, good to see you guys here, bright and early. Thanks for coming in. If you are known to suffer from warts, ask your doctor if an Axem Ranger is right for you. Today marks the release of Mario's Endless Nightmare version 1.2, which I'm excited about. Most of it is just bug fixes, which you can read about in the README file. I'm not going to bore you with the details of that, but some of the more notable changes include the save points are now on every 10th floor of the Pit of 100 Nightmares. As we experienced when you guys watched me stream this game, the Pit of 100 Nightmares can be pretty brutal, so adding save points just seemed like a good idea. Otherwise, it's just way too hard to get through it normally. So hopefully that helps people who had some trouble with the difficulty. The final boss trio, they now have beefier stats. That's mostly to make up for the fact that there's no gauntlet of battles before them. You know, when you're fighting Smithy, you have to fight a bunch of bosses before it. So fighting the trio afterward without any other bosses getting in between, it felt kind of anticlimactic. So now the trio has beefier stats to make them a bit more threatening. But now, most importantly, we have Wart. Wart is now in this game, everybody. I tried to figure out where to put him, and I decided that the boss rush was the best place to put him. I didn't want to get rid of the trio, the main trio of bad guys. I also didn't want to get rid of the boss that's at the bottom of the Pit of 100 Nightmares or anything like that. So now he's added to the boss rush as the final boss of the boss rush. And instead of unlocking the final boss, which is what the boss rush did before, it now just beats the game. If you beat the boss rush, you beat Wart, you beat the game, which is cool. I think that's about it. I think we can get into it. Now, my plan tonight is to do said boss rush, so that you guys can all see Wart. Yeah, so I've got the save file here. This is meant to be as kind of like a final test, I guess, of sorts, before releasing the official patch. That's what tonight is. You guys get to experience the final test firsthand. But yeah, this is a save file that I've already created that I've beaten pretty much the entire game on. That's why I'm level 23. I've got some pretty beefy equipment here. Ignore this. You're not supposed to have this, but I can because I made the game. These basically give you like super stats, so we're not equipping those. But as you can see here, we've got everybody's best weapons, best armor. Toadstool has the safety ring, because of course she's the one that needs to live. Mario, we're decking out with the attack scarf. My plan is, because the attack scarf is the only accessory that boosts just your raw magic attack, which we love on Mario. And then we've got Geno, of course, for stuff like Geno Whirl. So let's get into it. Let's go talk to Oh yeah, this Mario thing here, this is here for testing too. You will not see this in the final version that gets released. Expect the final version to be released probably sometime shortly after the stream ends. So if you go on the GitHub right now and you see a patch there, that's not the right patch. Don't use that. Wait until the stream ends before downloading a patch. Anyway, Monster Mama's dialogue has been ever so slightly changed to tell you that you can now beat the boss rush to beat the game. Fight through all of the bosses the game has to offer, back to back. That's all of them with no break in between, no switching allies, no access to the menu. Hey Wesley, Mudkip, Ryjoy, good to see you guys, thanks for coming in. That's right, you get a peek behind the curtain to see all the developer assets in real time. Take care. Are you ready? It's always good to make sure that saying no actually will mean no. It's part of testing, guys. Oh wait, these guys? Huh. Yeah. It's the boss rush, so it's all the bosses. Even the ones at the very beginning of the game who get wiped out in one hit. That's kind of the trouble with developing a boss rush, is if you're really going to put in every single boss in the game, like, you get these guys that are weaker than normal enemies at a certain point. And it's like, do I really need to include you in the boss rush? Because this is just a formality at this point? But the answer is yes. Hey, Cowblook, thanks for the 200 jewels. And the 500 jewel. I don't know what any of that means, but thank you so much. Oh, if you guys want to see another facet of developer testing here, in order to kind of speed through boss fights to make sure things were functional, I made jump an instant kill. Yeah. Again, that's something you're not going to see in the final patch. My chat feels very adorable with the jewels and flowers and things. Very cute. But of course, I'm only going to use that super duper murder jump on that one enemy, because it's not exactly sporting to use that on some of the later enemies here. Part of the difficulty with the boss rush, it's supposed to be sort of a war of attrition, you know? Like, yeah, sure, some of these mid-game bosses aren't going to put up much of a fight, but at a certain point, they'll do some damage to me, and I'll have to do some healing to keep up with it. And it's just, do you have enough FP? Do you have enough resources to get through it? You guys remember when we fought Smithy in the main campaign? We beat him by the skin of our teeth. So imagine fighting Smithy, and then fighting another boss after that. Good old Wart. Turning Culex into fireworks. As funny as that would be, the optional bosses from the Pit of 100 Trials are not in the boss rush. So, you know, Jinx, Jagger, Mokura, Culex, they're not in the boss rush. I think that would have been too much. Smithy, then Culex, then Wart would have just been nuts. It's James Bomb, everybody. That's right. True gamers will calculate their experience such that they get a level up immediately before fighting Smithy. Really maximize on your resources. Mudkip, I'm curious as to what specifically the Wind Crystal did to you. Show me on your icon where the Wind Crystal touched you. Jeez, Cow. It's like a party in here, man. Got the party hats, the stars, all that good stuff. Booster is technically an optional boss, but it didn't seem right to exclude him, because he's not in the Pit of 100 Trials. Although he's not optional in this game. We all love Booster, darn it. Big mouth sniffets. Petal Blast is a Satan exclusive spell. To be fair, Valentina has all of the bad spells. She has Petal Blast and she has Light Beam. Those are the two worst ones. Well, maybe Aurora Flash too. But that kind of does the same thing as Light Beam. What do you think? Should we do it? Yeah, why not? Let's live a little bit. Oh, by the way, I'm releasing another video tomorrow, which should be fun. One of the subjects of the video is the fact that this Yoshi game here is in fact rigged, believe it or not. Yeah, it's definitely rigged. Despite being baby's first RPG, Super Mario RPG can sneak up on you every once in a while. Getting stun-locked by status effects. Smithy doing Smithy things. Where is Yoshi? He's on his island, silly. Yoster Isle. Nap time. My favorite time of the day. Alright, we made our experience we lost back. Beat the cake before it beats you. Poke, poke, poke. Where do you think they got this magical talking, well, not talking, but this magical moving cake from? Is this just like a recipe they had lying around, or is it like a fluke accident type thing? How does a cake become alive? Maybe they added too much yeast. I don't know. Don't underestimate the power of a good chef. They blacked out and Bunt was sitting there in the kitchen. Yeah, we'll take it. A filthy pile of secrets, exactly. The cake is a lie. We all know that. Good old Bunt. You know, since beating Bunt is a matter of how many hits it takes. Boom. Yeah, that doesn't actually do anything. Special attacks don't knock out the candles for some reason. The secret cow level is right next to the secret cake level. Almost got him. The cake is on the ropes. Is Diamond Saw piercing, or is it just really strong? It's just really strong. Yeah, Diamond Saw has unusually high attack power for the point in the game where you first see it, which I think is Bunt, actually. Like, Diamond Saw, I think, is about as strong as Mega Drain is, which Mega Drain is used as a late-game special by some bosses. Yeah, Carny Kiss is not piercing either, it just has a crazy high attack multiplier. It's one of the strongest moves in the game. And they tend to give it to enemies that have high attack power in the first place, so that's how they get you. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. I'm trying to think of a clever quip involving the word calamari, but nothing's coming to mind. I'll send you straight to the Kalahari. Calamari? I don't know. I can't think of anything that rhymes with it. It's a me, Calamario. What's funny is there are actually two versions of Carny Kiss. There's a version you can block and a version you can't block. Where QLEX is, yes, the QLEX 2-frame shimmy, as the professionals call it. You can actually time it, it's just hard to see it coming. Your only real clue is if you know it's QLEX's turn, and he just kind of pauses for a second. Of all the status effects for this guy to use, fear makes the most sense. I mean, imagine coming across this giant squid and not being terrified of it. Nice. We leveled up one that's not on our team. And you're not on our team, and beating the boss rush ends the game. So your level up literally does not matter. I like that Pierce also does 1 damage. Oh, 2. It's like the normal poke, but harder. These pirate guys using Pierce is such a funny idea in concept. Like, they have a regular attack that's poking you, and then they have Pierce, which is also poking you. It's like they come up to you and decide, well, I'm gonna poke you harder this time, so take that. That'll show me. Nice. Good way to finish them off. Goodbye, pirates. Pointy boy himself. Spiridovich. Good pirates. Exactly. But who needs the remake's combos when you can just super jump anything 100 times and beat it? It's that simple. Speaking of super jumps are broken. We've established that a long time ago. So my plan is to give Wart a sporting chance here. My plan is to not use super jump at all against any of these bosses. Really get the feel for the boss rush that way. Bowser, the other one that's not on our team. Cool. Everyone's favorite hungry dog thing. Below me. A terrifying power in hindsight. I can eat somebody and then make a clone of them. No, Mario, punch him. He's the fake Gino. I've always appreciated that Gino clone uses Flamestone, even though the real Gino has absolutely no fire attacks. Mallow talking to Wart. It's like looking in a mirror. We're both frogs. I must defeat evil me. Oh hey, 14 damage. Somebody who can actually hurt me. I like that when the fake Toadstool heals herself, she still does the recoil animation, like she got hit. Oh hey look, an actual level up. Get that attack, that's right. Nice. One hit, all it takes. The fact that Smilax wasn't the evolved form of the Piranha Plant in Super Mario Mon, man, disappointing. Oh, I did see on Reddit today, somebody was... I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was the same guy that made Mario Mon, but they posted a mock-up of another like Mario Mon type concept, and they replaced Charizard with the Tsar Dragon. So there's hope out there, guys. If they ever do make that Super Luigi Mon or some sort of sequel to Mario Mon, I'm hoping for more SMRPG representation. La-di-da. SMRPG heads, keep believing. Keep taking that copium. It only took us 35 years, almost, give or take, to get a remake. What's another 35 years? It'll be another 35 years before we get more SMRPG in a Pokemon. Alright, take this one out in one hit. You got this. There we go. Imagine that, Mario in an RPG. We could finally see the day. We're holding out for a hero. Hey, it's Mudkip's favorite attack. Mushroom, mushroom. Badger, badger, exactly. Remember when YouTube used to have just crap like that on it? The Badger Badger Mushroom video? Good times. I used therapy after Petal Blast. Well, yeah. I mean, to be fair, if somebody turned me into a mushroom, I'd probably need therapy too. Some solid damage from Birdo. We're getting into it now. And goodbye. Wait, no, you're not dead. You're just shooting an egg at me. An unblockable one. Yeah, in hindsight, Mudkip, it would have been fun to put a palette-swapped version of Birdo, maybe the green one that only shoots fireballs. But that's alright. The ROM is currently full in terms of monsters. I couldn't add another one if I wanted to. I used all the extra monster space to add the new enemies at the bottom of the pits. Birdo hatched from an egg wearing a bow? I mean, Yoshi hatches from an egg wearing a saddle, so don't think too hard about that. I appreciate that Valentina, like, the width between Valentina's eyes is wider than her entire body at any given point. You can't beat me, I've got a bigger fist. It does feel weird having Mario do that solo dodo fight. He's never supposed to be in the middle of the party. Wait, that's illegal. But we're getting closer and closer. Valentina. Area 6. Speaking of Area 6, how are we feeling about the Star Fox remake, guys? The Star Fox 64 remake. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it, because I still own my Nintendo 64, and I'm not sure a graphical update is enough for me to want to buy a $50 game. I mean, I know it's going to have some... I guess I'm going to wait and see what bells and whistles it has, to see if there's maybe some more content they haven't showed us yet. But ultimately, I'm not sure I'm into it. I know they're going to have new voice lines, and that part I don't know. I think I'm disappointed in that, because I don't think anything will ever beat the original voice lines. Star Fox 64 is one of the most quotable games of all time. You're good, but I'm better. Yeah, I think a remake of the original Star Fox would have been a better idea. That desperately needs a graphical update. And they could have added stuff like voice acting and an actual plot that isn't just go through space. I think that the original Star Fox plays close enough to Star Fox 64 that they could have gotten away with it. Although if they remade Star Fox, I wonder if they'd still keep the same gibberish language that the characters all spoke in that game. It's like Falco always says, doo-doo-doo-dib. Who knows? It seems like Star Fox is Miyamoto's favorite franchise ever, because despite it not doing very well, they keep releasing games for it every now and then. So maybe this is just Miyamoto once again testing the water to see if the world is ready for his favorite franchise. Hey Squishy, thanks for coming in. I know a lot of people didn't like, well, most of the Star Fox games that came after 64, but I thought Command was really good. What was that? That was weird. Let me write that down. Ah, the joys of ROM hacking. You change one thing and a million other things get changed too for some reason. Yeah, let me write that down here. Let's see. Oh yeah, the emulator pauses when I'm not using it, or when I click off of it. Check flame wall. This is what I get. I added a custom spell for Wart, and I'm sure that screwed something up along the way. It's a dream attack, guys. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, Star Fox Command I liked, and Star Fox Assault I thought was great. I thought Assault was close enough to the original gameplay loop of Star Fox and 64 that it worked. I don't know. I thought it was good. And my perhaps unpopular opinion about the Star Fox franchise is I'm glad that Star Fox Adventures exists. I'm glad that they took Dinosaur Planet and gave it a Star Fox coat of paint, because I probably wouldn't have played it otherwise, honestly. I'm not sure that one would have been on my radar at all if it didn't have a Star Fox coat of paint on it. And it was a fun game. It's sort of like a light Zelda at the end of the day, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. Star Fox a pepper. Boo! What if they made King Wart a Yoshi villain? They could get away with that. I just want to see Wart come back. Hey Jacob, thanks for coming in. Ah, the best boss in the game. You know, part of me wants to use my my debug jump here to beat them all in one hit, just because it would be funny. But no, I'm not gonna do that. This boss is far enough into the game that they can actually do some respectable damage if I let them, so I'm not going to just cheat my way through it. Take out Pedal Blast first. Yes, heal the one I haven't attacked yet. Good idea. Yo, Red. What type of merchants are the Axem Rangers? The kind with a very big ship. The kind you don't want to try to steal from on the high seas, because they'll just blow you apart. Super Mario RPG 2 with Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Peach. Yeah, I mean, that would be I would love a Super Mario RPG 2. The bane of my existence when it comes to ROM hacking has always been custom sprites, so, you know, I don't know. Super Mario RPG 2 might be a ways away. But that's a good question. If you guys, if a Super Mario RPG 2 were ever made, what would be your lineup of characters you'd want to see in it? With a limit of 5. I mean, 5 playable characters. Oh, Super Mario Bros. 2 themed RPG. Ah, I see. That makes much more sense. But yes, you would definitely need to add in some custom enemies too. I'd love to see those weird little ostrich guys in the SMRPG style. Yeah, it would. If there was a sequel to this game, it would probably have to be Mario, Luigi, Toad, Peach, and Yoshi? Well, I don't know. But then we're leaving out Bowser, and I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, Bowser deserves a spot, but I'm also interested in new blood. So, I don't know. We'll table that one for now. Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Wario. Wario, okay, that'd be an interesting choice. A nice curveball. Bowser can take a break. Who knows, maybe he'd be the villain in Super Mario RPG 2. The sequel to Mario 2 RPG. Wart as a playable character. Or maybe as a villain. Okay, picture it. Wart somehow comes to Bowser in a dream and tells him, hey, I can help you conquer the Mushroom Kingdom, but I need you to make a wish for me to be real. So Bowser invades the Star Road and, I don't know, gets the Star Rod again or something, and makes a wish for Wart to be real, and then Wart betrays Bowser and it becomes a whole thing. Mario doll. Gaz and his dolls. You know, that could actually be a cute idea of like a short ROM hack of like Gaz is the main character, he's the Mario that you can't switch out, and then he has his doll, like he's playing a game of pretend. That's it, that's the hack. He's playing a game of pretend, and all the dolls are on his team. That'd be cute. Recharging. Hey, Anime, good to see you. It has in fact been a while. Glad you could make it. Luigi, Frog Fuchsias, Gaz, Grandma, Kamek. Yes, I see no problems with that. Absolute 10 out of 10 lineup. Maybe replace Grandma with, like, Queen Nimbus or something. Don't mind Axem Red just floating there. He knows what he's doing. Speaking of Kamek. Axem fighting Axem. There can only be one. Let's see, can I beat you before you summon something? Ah. He's probably one hit away. Hey Chungus, good to see ya. I mean, you missed last week when, or last time, when the Yoshi Fat Chungus absolutely obliterated Sonic the Hedgehog. It was a good time. Oh great, Mario RPG again. I mean, do you see my channel avatar? And like, everything about my channel? It's kind of bound to happen, my guy. Wart is probably the true final boss. I mean, in a manner of speaking. Just in the boss rush, though. It's more of a, when you confront Wart as part of the boss rush, it's more of a, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? Kind of thing. They weren't expecting to run into each other. Skewer. Okay, Boomer. But now we're actually starting to get into the tough guys. Bowser's Keep enemies. Gonna watch the replay only for that. The good news is Sonic has such an abysmal catch rate that you get to see the Yoshi Fat Chungus obliterate him like 10 times. And me still not catch him. I'm telling you right now, if we have any time left over when this stream is done, like if this stream ends early, we get through the boss rush and all that with some time to spare, I might plug in Mario Mon just to try to get the Master Ball and show Sonic I mean business. Is it possible to move to the other 100 floor dungeon if you choose the main game? I mean, there's the Pit of 100 Trials that's part of the main game. If you're asking if you can move to the Pit of 100 Nightmares after choosing the campaign, the answer is no. The only way to do the Pit of 100 Nightmares is to select it at the very beginning of the game. Can you put the chain chomp from Bowser's fight? What do you mean? Like instead of these Shy Guy the Chandelier hose? I guess you can. I mean, they're not targetable in this fight at all, and we don't do the little cutscene where it pulls you up to the top of the castle, so they're not load-bearing, as it were. You probably could replace these with Kink Link. But I've already replaced Kink Link in the ROM, because Bowser doesn't show up as a fight in this hack. So I've already replaced Kink Link with something else. Punch him right in the Neo Squid. Okay, the left eye only has 300 HP, so let's knock that out. people want to see the full decks, you can stream the game in the server sometime this week and show folks. Yeah, I mean, that's fine with me. As long as it's not... As long as you're not actively competing with me and are like, come watch my stream at the same time Axem has his stream. And Mudkip, you're an active enough person in chat that I don't really consider you spamming if you were to do something like that. Alright, well, I said no super jumping, but this is fair game. Yeah, just ignore the eyes, guys. Yeah, making a ROM hack, there's bound to be some quirks like that. I have seen the crazy eye before. That is, it's not intentional, but it doesn't break anything, so I haven't bothered to fix that. It's the Mario Mon reference. Okay, how dare you. Also, hi Tech Mage, thanks for coming in. You stream an Axem watch-along stream? I mean, my real fans have two VODs of my streams playing at the same time as the stream to maximize my ad revenue, so keep that in mind. Does my custom Omega Jump, TM, that's what I'm calling it from now on, does my custom Omega Jump bypass X-Force protection? That is an excellent question, actually. Because I turned it into an area of effect thing, and it attacks everybody. I would assume it doesn't. I don't think it would bypass it. Let's boost the Geno here. Gotta love that Nintendo forgot to make XOR immune to Geno Whirl. It's not that they forgot. It's a glitch, actually, that makes it happen. It has something to do with the flag for invincibility and the flag for being immune to Geno Whirl overlapping with each other. And that's why when XOR's invincibility breaks, his immunity to Geno Whirl also breaks. I made a video about it. You should watch it. Yeah, we're getting to the point where we like actually need to start using FP to take out some of these guys. The remake, it was a feature. Yeah, I would assume the fact that it's still in the remake, that they kept it in, is probably intentional. It's probably an homage to the original. Do you believe in magic? Man, I really want to use jump, because Countdown is weak against it, and it does a massive amount of damage. But I said no super jumps. Oh well. We do what we can. Geno Blast is a bit more cost effective than Geno Flash, even though Flash does more damage. It's not by a huge margin. Why no super jumps? Because super jumps are very broken. If you're good at timing them, and you can do a lot of them, you can knock out just about any boss very quickly with them. And part of this is showing off the difficulty of boss rush. And if I just jumped on everything, it wouldn't be much of a challenge. Well, at least I still have fire. Hear the power of my fireballs. I appreciate that Scarecrow Mario just T-poses. Fire orb it is. That'll show him. FP is the thing I'm most worried about going through this boss rush. Oh, that was helpful. Smithy will eat up a lot of it, and I need to have enough left over that I can get through Wart. Are Ultra Flames divided evenly in an AoE application? Do the fireballs matter? The fireballs do matter. If an enemy does not get hit by a fireball, they do not take any damage. But every enemy has the same formula for how they take damage from it. There's a base of like, it's Mario's magic attack plus Ultra Flames base magic attack, which is like 55 or something like that, minus the enemy's magic defense. And that's how much damage they take from the first fireball. And then every additional fireball does that same amount times a multiplier. Well, it's like a reducing multiplier of like 0.2 or something like that. So every fireball, the first fireball that hits a given enemy is the most important, and then every fireball after that is just a little bit of gravy. I love how much these two push the graphical limits of the Super Nintendo. And that's just vanilla. I haven't done anything to change that. Wom. Endo bubble, whatever it is. I like that it inflicts fear. Here's this weird black orb that appears out of nowhere. We don't really know what it is, but it's terrifying. It makes sense to use that, or just a waste of time with Ultra Flame. It really depends. I mean, I think if the enemy is weak against fire, they take double damage, so it's definitely worth it in that case. But outside of that, magic is just not very well balanced in this game. So most of the time, your regular A button attack, as long as you time it, is going to do as much, if not a little bit more, than the magic attack. So Ultra Flame, and Ultra Flame is a very hungry special. It's 14 flower points, which is kind of a lot. Especially in this hack, because flower points, I'm very stingy with them. It's clobbering time. Channeling the thing there. Just sliding. Channeling my inner Michael Jackson and doing some sort of moonwalk type thing. Get a little more damage output here. Gotta hit up the FP dealer. Hello, sir. I would like to purchase 1 flower point, please. Will that be cash or card? I've actually got a gift card. Princess hanging on. Status is worth casting in the remake? I'll take your word for it. I never really use status effects in this game, because most bosses are immune to the ones that you'd want, and most enemy mobs could be brought down in like 1 hit. So I don't really use status effects often. Goodbye, Sneck. Is it possible to kill both bosses in a multiple hit magic, or are they programmed to always survive? If you mean Cloaker and Domino, so the way that they work is that if you beat both of them at the same time, if you get both of them down to 0 HP with one special attack, then the game will prioritize the turn order of who gets to react first based on their order in the game, like where they line up in the system data. And Cloaker is listed first. So if you beat them both, Cloaker will always die, and Domino will always be the one that's left over. Oh yeah, I forgot that these boss fights were set to whatever the current music is. Oh well, that's fine. Status effects more worth it once Thought Peak made it able to see which ones were worth inflicting. Yeah, that does help. The fact that you don't have to guess what enemy is weak to what really helps you. Is it the same with Knife Guy? Yeah, Great Guy and Knife Guy, they would do the same thing, where if you beat both of them, Knife Guy would die first and then Great Guy. I mean, that's not as relevant because that the fight ends when both of them are dead. It's not like one dies and the other goes into super mode or something. But yeah, if you try to beat them both at the same time, bosses are programmed to do this weird fade-out death thing, and it basically overrides the normal death animation. That's why regular enemies, if you kill multiple enemies at the same time, they all disappear at the same time, but bosses disappear one at a time. We're getting closer, guys. We got the director. He's been working here 25 years. Stop. Hammer time. How do those little hammers decide whether or not to throw a hammer at you, or just use their face? Only a psychopath would read someone's thoughts. Very nice. Wesley on fire tonight. Why throw a wood hammer when they are made out of metal? Probably the same reason why boxers like to use their fists instead of hitting you with their head. Like, sure, my skull is really hard, but I'd prefer not to hit you with it. I'll just use my fist instead. Nice. Just the one punch insult. Punch. I don't need to time it. Nice. Still doesn't matter. Okay, the music will be different when we fight Smithy, I promise. And that's coming up next. One Punch Mario. Although, to be fair, if my fist could turn comically large, I'd probably be good at punching things too. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ow. Defend. The factory chief counterattacks upon his death, and I think he might be close, so I didn't want to risk him knocking somebody out there. The percussion is the sound of gun yoke doing machiney things. I like to imagine somebody like Toad, off screen, just going absolutely nuts on a drum kit. This beam is going to break me. Toad teaching the machine maids how to do the Yoshi race. You guys aren't getting this at all. Do you want to practice some more? Let me make a note of that before I forget it too. Let's see. Factory, fights, change, music. There we go. Alright, gotta keep us topped off here. Alright, now we're here in the big time. Alright, one more pointless level up for the road. Yeah, due to, by the way, I added in a custom battlefield for Wart, and I had to sacrifice Smithy's battlefield. So this is now Smithy's battlefield. It didn't seem fair that Smithy got 2 custom battlefields and Wart got none, so here we are. Punch this old man in the face. I do wonder why Smithy has this costume in the first place. What does he gain from disguising himself as an old man? The factory bosses didn't get their battlefield? Yeah, but they're not the ones in charge. Smithy is. Bless you. Thank you. You weren't supposed to hear that. Evil Santa. Nega Santa. You better watch out. You better not cry. I'm stealing your stars. Don't ask me why. Secret Santa no one should ever see. Exactly. Some Santas were meant to be secret. Also, hi Flynn. Thanks for coming in. You have an autograph from a dark Santa? What does that mean? Is that some sort of evil Santa? I'm curious as to where one finds a dark Santa, let alone gets an autograph from them. Krampus. Probably. Toadstool will keep you healed. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Smithy does that. And there he is, the main guy. This Christmas, find out if some therapy and a Geno boost can save a plumber from evil Santa. This Christmas, find out if Mario can save the world by shooting fireballs at a random Santa lookalike that sometimes turns into a tank. Ouch. I'll be fine. Jingle all the way. But it's Wario. Wow, give me your bike. The Yoshi 8 is made of real Yoshis? You don't want to know, my friend. Oh yeah, I haven't boosted you yet. I need to do that. Soylent Yoshi. Alright, we're doing good. This head is great for physical attacking. 369. Darn, he's fine. Oh, I feel like I've seen this one before. Is it me, or did his head scoot slightly to the right? Wario being convinced to save Christmas at all costs to preserve the presents he's convinced he's going to get. Now that's a movie. Nintendo needs to hire us, because we're coming up with some great plots tonight. Somehow Palpa Smithy returned. You killed the factory chief? Soon I will have a new factory chief. Younger and stronger. He has 4 arms in that transformation? Again, don't think too hard about it. I mean, the guy can literally turn into a tank. I'm not too concerned about a few extra arms. Smithy needs to be destroyed. It's not the Jedi way. We're just sticking with this one tonight, I guess. He hits harder, but he goes down quicker. Smithy after transforming from his first form. The attempt on my life has left me scarred and disfigured. There we go. Nice. Yeah, he really does go down quick when he's in the wizard head. Okay, here we go. Here's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's Wart. And there doesn't seem to be a way to get the text box on the middle of the screen. I tried, guys. You're one of those guys who invaded my dream world. Or did I invade yours? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Either way, you ruined everything. I'm not gonna let you ruin things again. Prepare to sleep forever. I am the Senate. There you go. He gets a custom background, complete with that face. Okay, Wart can hit pretty hard, so that's why I brought these. And we need to boost attack power too, so let's do that. Alright, what should we do to start out here? Smack him in the face. His signature move, the veggies. Poof. 6 HP. Let me think about this for a second. Yeah, I guess I'll show you. So, I promise no super jumps, but I'm going to use it once just to show you that Wart has a counter attack specifically to super jumps. Super jumps are so broken in Super Mario RPG that I made Wart counter you with an instant kill attack if you use super jumps on him. It's an insta-kill attack, but it's only on Mario, not your whole party. And the same thing happens if you try to use Geno Whirl on him. Geno Whirl does not kill him in one hit, but if you try to use Geno Whirl on him, Wart will counterattack by using an insta-kill attack on Geno. There you go. Goodbye. Wart's not playing around, guys. Every turn he uses Eat Veggies, and then he has a random other attack that he uses too. Although it's been Spritz Bomb twice in a row, that's a little weird. I mean, it's not unheard of, though. Let's see, we need... What do we need? I guess we'll just Yoshi aid, because Mario hasn't been boosted yet. Can it be deflected with a red essence? Uh-huh. An excellent question. I guess you might have to find that one out for yourself. Well, that's Wart's custom spell, because, you know, Super Mario Bros. 2, about the only things Wart attacked with were bubbles, so I gave him a bubble attack. I guess we'll throw some of our bombs here. These do slightly more damage than our other attacks, thanks to the power of boosting. Shh, No more tears now, just dreams. Oh, and since Wart's whole shtick is being in a dream and, you know, stuff related to sleep, I tried to give him some loosely lore-based stuff, which is why he uses a sleep attack. And on his turn, if anybody is affected with sleep status, he uses that instant kill attack on them too. So cure your status effects, people. You don't want to be caught with your pants down. You guys were complaining that the trio of wizards that you fight at the end of the game were too easy, so I wanted to make sure Wart had a little oomph to him. And Muku cookies will cure statuses too. And plus you get to watch this cute little mole do his thing. That makes it all worth it. Muku. Why 69, of all things, did they have that heal? They knew what they were doing. Oh man. Boo. Alright, let's... Shredder is just one of the many random things he can do, and we got unlucky, so let's reapply here. If you don't keep yourself boosted with defense, at the very least, it can turn sour for you pretty quick. It needs to be updated to 6.7 for the newer audience. Oh, goodness. I've said before that the ultimate tool us older people have in our arsenal is to embrace the youth's silly little catchphrases like they have. Because I can tell you, nothing has made my kid stop saying 6.7 quicker than me saying 6.7 at every opportunity. Yeah, you saw how much damage Toadstool took without a defense boost. It's, I'm not going to say it's 100% necessary for you to have defense up to win this fight, but it's going to be pretty hard without it. Nice normal attack. Oh yeah, and every so often he does heal himself when you attack him as a counter. 6.7 is a psyop. You know, it's funny, we have one of the kids on our street that my daughter plays with. He has autism, and his big thing is he likes to count stuff. So the other day, he's sitting in our yard, and he's counting like this pile of rocks that he has next to him. And I can hear him going, 1, 2, 3, quietly to himself. And then when he gets to 6.7, he does the hand motions, and then goes right back to counting. Kaboom. Do we want to try? Yeah, let's try throwing another candy at him. Nice. Oh man, not again. Hey, Tabby. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. You're just in time for Wart, the main event of the night. Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna kill him. Never been one to take this lying down. Oh, and just for reference, for those of you who are curious, Wart has 4,444 HP. It did 69 to Toadstool. Not nice. Can Wart run out of FP? He can, in fact, run out of FP. However, his special that he does, that Bubble Blast attack, it uses some FP, but just not a whole lot. I forget how much I had it use, but like for frame of reference, Meteor Swarm I think uses like 20 FP, which is pretty expensive, but I want to say Bubble Blast uses like 5 and is almost as strong. Yeah, let's syrup. Then we need to protect Peach. This is a healing turn. Toadstool and Toad don't mix here. Toad does his best, darn it. Since Toad does Princess Toadstool's bidding, does that make Toadstool's Toad-tool? Wrap your head around that one. Wesley, how dare you? You're here for one thing and one thing only. Throwing 3 mushrooms at Wart should do the trick. You know, I thought about it, but I don't know. I tried to think of a similar mechanic to Birdo, where you can block the eggs and then use them to attack Birdo, but it just became too cumbersome to actually implement something like that. I mean, as you can see from that messed up flame wall graphic we had to deal with, editing even the smallest of things results in some weirdness. Honestly, I was nervous importing this battlefield here that I drew, because, again, I don't know what it was, I don't know what else it could affect somehow. Have Claude AI do it? If only. I once tried to play around with AI to see if it could be used in helping me do ROM hacking. I had AI draw me up some sprites, some custom Super Mario RPG sprites. They were all garbage. It doesn't know how to do it. Ah, we got him. There we go. Goodbye, Wart. And there you go. There's the boss rush. Victory is ours. We beat the villains, we broke the curse. Now we need to enter the final whirlpool and wake up. We did it, team. Okay, since we have some time left over, I would like to try to, like I said, I beefed up the stats and the attack patterns of the final boss trio, so since we've got time, let's fight them next. And there's not a boss rush that we have to do to get there, so it shouldn't be too bad. Give me just a sec here. Let me change things over. Do. AI. Imagine AI, but like helpful. Do. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Okay, I think that should work. Here we go. Someone asked AI to draw a picture, to touch up a picture of their dogs wearing clothes, and it added more clothes? Huh. Okay, cool. Now, Wart, just for any potential naysayers that might be out there, thinking that I took down Wart pretty easily, you have to keep in mind that I know all of his attack patterns. I knew what I was getting into before I fought him, and I made sure all of my equipment was pretty darn good. And you still saw I took a death there, too. So, I think he'll be tough if you guys give him a shot. Alright, let's go fight the final trio. Yes, exactly. I made Wart. It's really easy to beat an enemy when you make it and know everything it's capable of. Can you get an update on the Fire Emblem experiment? Ah, an excellent question, and I'm always glad that you asked. So, here's the thing. I've tried to do some homework on that. You remember last time we talked about this, I said I was going to try to repost one of the videos from the Fire Emblem channel on this channel? Well, I did that, and it bombed miserably. So, I think my grand experiment of can I transfer over people from Super Mario RPG content? Will the people who come here also watch me do other things? And the answer was, it's not looking good. So, that brings back the original question of what to do with the Fire Emblem channel. And I have some thoughts on that. Still trying to work out exactly what I want to do there. But I've done some experimenting and I've done some homework. So, I looked at some other channels, some channels that are like a few years old that also do Fire Emblem content, and I looked at their posting history, what their most popular videos were, basically what made people start watching them was what I was looking at. And the answer was, it was stuff from around when like Three Houses and Engage came out. Like they made videos about the most current game, and that's what got them popular. So the fact that we're in between Fire Emblem games right now is probably why Fire Emblem isn't really a hot topic right now, and why my videos haven't, at least part of why my videos haven't been doing well. So, going along with that, I'm trying to figure out what exactly I want to do, but part of me is thinking, what if I just waited for whatever the latest one is called. I forget what it's called. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. That's the one. What if I just wait for that one to come out and then start posting my videos there, or around then? So I don't know. We'll see. I have ideas for videos I want to make that are Fire Emblem related. I don't know how to get them off the ground. Genuinely, I don't know how to make them famous, make them great. Yeah, Mudkip, 6 to 10 is my favorite batch. Like, if you asked me to pick my top 5, it would probably just be 6 to 10, honestly. What's the channel name? It's called The Cooler Nino. And if you're a Fire Emblem aficionado, the image is a image of Nino from Fire Emblem 7. She binds on my blade until I done. We keep it PG here. Who am I kidding? No, we don't. But anyway, Tech Mage, you just need to constantly check out the channel to make sure nothing new has happened. Hey, Ryjoy, Tabby, I appreciate that. Now, okay, so hear me out here. I don't mean this to sound as elitist as it's going to sound, but don't subscribe to that channel unless you actually like Fire Emblem and want to watch the stuff on there. So, YouTube is very cruel with its algorithm. If you are subscribed to that channel, and then a video comes out, and then you don't actually watch the video, YouTube says, wow, even his subscribers don't like his content. We won't recommend this to anybody. So yeah, I appreciate the support, I really do, but only sub to it if you actually like Fire Emblem stuff and want to watch it. Okay, you guys are supposed to be a bit tougher than this. Okay, so these guys have random move pools, and for some reason they're rolling all the, like, low damage ones. I don't know why. I promise I made them stronger. They're just not really appearing that way. But they do this fun thing, this trio, where once you beat one of them, that one uses Valor Up on the other two, and then once you defeat the second one, that one uses Vigor Up on the remaining one. Yeah, that's a common thing in the YouTube community. Like, if you peruse stuff like the new YouTuber subreddit, where people are like, I need more subscribers to beef up my count and reach the monetization threshold. Can you please subscribe to me? And then some nice people will do that, but then they don't actually watch any of their videos, so their channel suffers. Throw another candy at you. Alright, there's one down. Beef up the other two. You like the Black Knight's Radiance Assist Trophy? Micaiah or Jill are both great, but consider that the Black Knight's also cool, and he has a massive aura about him. There's something to be said for that. But TechMage, going back to your question about the Fire Emblem channel, part of me is thinking, so I don't really have 2 nights of the week I can afford to stream. So if I streamed from the other channel, it would probably have to be on Saturday. So it would be something like, I do one game on this channel, and then once that game's over, I stream a Fire Emblem game on the other channel. I don't know. I still haven't exactly worked out how to do that in a way that makes sense. Because part of it is, I like everybody here, and I know not everybody here would follow me to a Fire Emblem separate channel week after week, and I don't want to lose you guys. It would make me sad. Nice. The one guy who could actually be put to sleep. Double feature. Well, no, it wouldn't be a double feature. That's the whole point. You enjoyed the FE6 stream? Yeah, I did too, up until Lilina died, but yeah. Hey, thanks, Ryjoy. I appreciate that. I feel like our stream is very relaxed. It's a very chill stream, which seems perfect for a series like Fire Emblem, because it's a turn-based a tactical RPG. So, by its nature, Fire Emblem kind of is slow. It's not really an action-packed game. So, for someone like me who's just kind of relaxed and having a good time, it makes sense. So, I don't know. I'm thinking I might do something like when Fortune's Weave comes out, I might like, I've been saving up the donations that you kind people give me to buy a graphics card so that I might be able to, you know, hook up my Switch to my computer and stream something that way. Or not a graphics card, a capture card, that's the word. So maybe when Fortune's Weave comes out, I can stream that. Maybe that would get the maybe that'd get the channel some traction. I got that great NPR radio voice. Well, it's like I always say, I have a voice for radio and a face to match. These guys have thick defense now, thanks to Valor Up. Okay, Solidify. We're starting to roll some of the slightly higher damage ones. Stop putting him to sleep. Okay, that'll work. Mute takes precedence over sleep. Just like in real life. Alright, there's 2 down. Now we just have to deal with one beefy boy. Mario sleeping within a dream. Inception horn noises. Have I thought more about streaming on Twitch? Yeah, I've tried to think about it. You guys know me, the Axem Ranger. I was so busy with tax season and the whole deadline surrounding that I didn't really I haven't had that much time to put thought into it, but now that things have slowed down a bit, I'd like to just be able to think again in general. Goodness sakes, I'm tired. But yeah, I was thinking maybe I might do Twitch at some point. I mean, it's just a matter of configuring OBS to work for both YouTube and Twitch at the same time, which I know that's a thing that people do, so I don't think there'd be any harm in doing it. And then, of course, that begs the question then, does my Twitch channel just become an Axem Ranger too, you know? Or if I'm doing something on the Fire Emblem channel, do I also stream from that same Twitch channel? Or do I have to create a second Twitch channel so that I don't confuse my audience? I don't know. It's a lot to think about. The Nino Ranger. Axem Nino. I'm a content creator, not just a YouTuber. This is true. I make ROM hacks, so that does make me a content creator. Axem Phase 2, it has to be the blade. Well, no, I mean, if I had a Twitch channel, I'd probably just call it the same thing. An Axem Ranger. But that's not bad, honestly. I've got the blade and the blazing blade. Blazing saddles. It's easy to multi-stream with OBS, just a little more CPU strain. And goodness does this computer strain. I've got a dinosaur of a computer, but it handles streaming on YouTube like a champ. Honestly, this computer probably could handle streaming on Twitch at the same time. I might hear my fan sound like a jet engine taking off, but I think it would work. There we go. We got him again. The thing is, I already have so many dumb ideas I'd love to do for a Fire Emblem channel. Like, I downloaded the tools to edit Blazing Blade. I was thinking of making a very stupid hack where all of the main characters have, or all the playable characters have been replaced by Nino. Every single one of them. I actually already do have a Nino-themed donation alert set up, just because I had an idea for it one day. It's the mage sprite. It's the mage sprite in battle, the girl mage sprite, and she does the little like twirl when she uses a spell, but instead of like throwing her hand up, she gives a thumbs up. It's cute. And once again, we have woken up. Not bad. Alright, what's our time here? Okay, it's about 11:20. We got some time. Okay, I'm gonna switch things over a bit. But for you people who have come here for Mario's Endless Nightmare, let me just re-emphasize here that I need to update the patch for a couple of last-minute things. I said at the beginning of this stream that this stream was meant to be sort of a final beta test of sorts. So there are a couple hiccups I need to change, and then I will post the patch, the updated patch, so look for that sometime, I'd say tomorrow, just to be safe, probably tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, look for that. Let's see, next week's stream, we will be starting on that new Paper Mario hack, Star Nova. I've seen some things on that one and it looks really cool. I'm excited about that. So, look out for that next week. But stick around, we're not done yet. We're done with Mario's Endless Nightmare for now, so I hope you guys enjoyed Wart and the increased stats on that trio there. It's a good time. Glad to have you. But since we've got a little bit of time left over, remember how I said I wanted to take down Sonic from Super Mario Mon? I am going to, I think I'm going to do that. Finally going to catch him. Which, by the way, you guys were telling me last time that the Master Ball, or whatever its equivalent is on Rainbow Road, right? So we just need to go... I'm going to go to Rainbow Road, and I'm going to go try to find myself a Master Ball to catch Sonic. Nino is the most interesting mage in FE7. That is true. And Canis, the other great mage, is also related to her. This is all true. See? Mudkip gets it. Okay. Here we go. And we're back. Okay, let's find ourselves a Master Ball. Can I warp out of here? Do. Okay, I guess I can't use that here. I gotta leave the old-fashioned way. Sonic is the final boss? Well, not exactly. He appeared after we beat the champion. So he's kind of like, I guess, a legendary, basically? I'm not calling Sonic a mythic, so just stop that right away. Am I going to get the Master Ball? Yes. Because just trying to rely on luck with his abysmal catch rate was not very good. Alright, now let's warp to Rainbow Road. Okay, it is Rainbow Road, right? It's not, like, one of these weird places in the Comet Observatory or something? Alright, off we go. Urk is an angry lawn gnome. I like it. Okay, so Master Ball, my kingdom for a Master Ball. Fight me. Have I already fought you? It really is a shame that Urk just becomes kind of pointless, because both Nino and Pent exist. It's really a shame that Pent becomes pointless, because Nino exists. I'm waiting for somebody to fight me on that one. Okay. She's bucking like a bronco, this cart. I can drive on this box. Alright, Master Ball, where are you? Who do I have to beat up to get myself a ball? Yeah, Sacred Stones, I don't know. I don't find any of its characters that interesting. Which, I don't know. Maybe there's somebody I'm forgetting, but just none of them really grab me. And I do like Pent and Louise's relationship. I like the idea of just a healthy relationship in Fire Emblem. It feels like those are hard to come by. I love, one of my favorite support conversations is with Pent and Canis, where Pent discovers that Canis is the son of Nime, the mountain hermit, and his first response is like, Louise, I gotta go tell Louise. And just this healthy relationship of, I just found out something really cool. I want to go tell my wife. Yes, I can in fact drive behind the waterfall. Oh, hello. That's my head. I'm forgetting La Rochelle. Well, that's fair. She carries the character in that game. Sacred Stones is your favorite? Sorry, Tech Mage. Diantha, we haven't fought you yet. Get earthquaked, idiot. Oh, right, you fly. Who do we want to send out here? Probably Smilax, then? Smilax has stuff. Sit on him. Well, that's not going to be good. Seth confronting Orson is pretty good. Yeah, I feel like Seth isn't a bad character. He's just hard carried by the fact that he's so useful. I think a character can be interesting without being good, and a character can be good without being interesting. I mean, good as in, like, a good character to use. And I feel like Seth is kind of an okay character, but he's so good to use that people are like, yeah, that makes him a good character. Okay. I spaced out. Who is he bringing out? Oh well, we'll just go with Exor. I was busy talking. I was not paying attention. Nice. Coolest Jagan is Titania. I agree with you on that one. Titania is peak. Headbutt you. That all you got? Honestly, one of the weirdest downgrades from FE9 to FE10 is Titania's portrait. In FE9, she looks like, okay, everybody, I'm the team mom here, and I'm going to take care of all of you. And then in FE10, her portrait is like, dead in the eyes, somebody please kill me. Skill issue. Okay. Now, where... Is this another shortcut? Okay. Still hunting for a Master Ball. It's around here somewhere, right? For Mortis did nothing wrong. You know, if you don't count the genocide against the human race. We already got one of you. When in doubt, let loose the Chungus. Nice. Alright, where are you, Master Ball? My kingdom for a Master Ball. Down. There we go. Have I fought you yet? Yes, I have. Okay. Is there like a hidden path or something? I'm intentionally not taking the shortcuts because I'm assuming it's not on the shortcut. It's probably going to be on like the one shortcut I didn't take when I was here the first time. Oh, that's not a short, or that's the backwards shortcut. Too fast? My cart's looking worse for wear? Okay, well how dare you? Mr. Judgy. Oh, is this where the Master Ball is? Like, past these holes of doom? Arkin, it's on one of the shortcuts? Ephraim was the kind of character I thought was cool when I was a teenager. But then, as an adult, I'm like, he's just not very compelling as a character. Because his whole thing is like, I throw caution to the wind, and I fight with master strategy. And he just wins. Like, that's it. He just wins. He's kind of a one-note guy. Like, use-wise, Ephraim is one of the best lords ever, but yeah, it's a... I don't know. Okay, let's bring out... Who do we want to bring out here? Let's bring out the fish. There's a reality where Ephraim is compelling. Her name is Erica. It feels like if they could have combined the two of them, it would have been like a multifaceted character. That's right, get poisoned, idiot. Ouch. Get ready for the next guy. Ephraim is Elliewood on roids. Something like that. Ephraim is Elliewood if Elliewood were more like Hector. Hector Wood. Good fish. Good fish. Dive. Sacred siblings, so they can do Mario Bros. Crap. Fire Emblem Superstar Saga. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, Tech Mage, that ROM hack sounds terrifying. The sacred twins know about timed hits. Ephraim just attacks twice with his lance. That's a timed hit. Now I'm imagining some super complicated bros type attack where, like, Ephraim holds up his lance, Erica stands on it, Ephraim throws the lance, and Erica jumps off the lance to stab the Demon King in the head. I don't know, somebody who knows how to hack Fire Emblem. Go make that happen. Man, I always get unlucky with confusion. Oh, the fish. That wasn't cool, man. Alright. Bring out my little boo thing. Wait, what? What type are you? I thought you were a flying type. Are you somehow a flying and ground type? Huh, weird. Erica, bless her heart, doing 15 damage. If you recruit Glenn in the creature campaign, Glenn and Cormac can do a bros attack. Honestly, I think it would have been funny if they made it so, in the creature campaign, Glenn, Valter, and Cormac could do a triangle attack. Okay, so it's probably down this way, right? Okay, where did you put me? But how do I get... No, that's blocked off. I can't go anywhere else. Yeah, that's all blocked off down there. I can't go to the right, and I can't go down. That's right, right? Yeah, okay. So I have to go this way. But it seemed like there should have been something down there. I've got to be missing something. I think the stars on the left side of the road read something. Oh, this is the final thing, isn't it? Yeah, this is the end right here, right? Yeah, thanks for playing. Ephraim and Dusel as CDI Link and the King. Dusel, I want to go fight and train and kill something. My boy, this peace is what true warriors strive for. My boy. Where are we going? We don't know. How about a kiss for luck? Well, no, it's gotta be a princess, so it's probably gotta be Tana. How about a kiss for luck? No. Well, excuse me, princess. Okay, this has gotta be it over here. Ah. This reminds me of this comic strip I saw of it was somebody playing Mario Kart as Luigi, and they just kept falling off the stage, and Lackey 2 kept coming to pick him up, and Luigi just says, "Just let me die." Ah. Bah. Everybody loves precision karting. Just let me die. Ah, we were close. Ah. If Peach kisses Wart, does he become a prince? No, he's already a prince. He just also happens to be a frog. You can't keep a good Axem Ranger down. Well, maybe you can. It's sure not looking good. Never give up. Never surrender. Is Chungus still in the chat? Because I really want to see, I want Chungus to see the yellow Yoshi Chungus absolutely destroy Sonic. You are still here. Perfect. Go, boss, go. I believe. Your song has restored my strength. Trying not to fall asleep? What do you mean? Is this not riveting content to see me attempt this thing over and over again? Ah, there we go. Got it. Okay, crown cap. That's gotta be it. Yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. Let me go heal, and then we'll go fight Sonic. Breath of Fire too. You kiss a frog, he takes you to a French kingdom where they eat bugs. A French kingdom where they eat bugs. That's just France. Okay. Breath of Fire is wild, man, apparently. Just gotta remember where World 1 is. Okay, here we go. We put Chungus in the lead to take things down. Oh, Chungus is in the lead. Cool. Let's save getting that Master Ball. Can we sneak in one Jacob fight? I'm assuming Sonic won't take very long to beat since we got the Master Ball, and we know that Chungus can destroy him. So, I guess we can throw in a fight there. That's one of the ones in New Donk City, right? In Egad's lab? I don't think we'll have time to do all of them, so you'll have to tell me which one you want me to talk to. Jacob's the blonde guy. Okay, we will find the blonde guy. Alright. It's time for my revenge. You're too slow. Doodly 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 doo. I've been waiting for you, Star Fox. You know that I control the galaxy. It's foolish to come against me. Now you will feel true pain. Get him! Sure, whatever, do that first. Get him! Look at that health bar melt. Now I'll show you. Alright, Super Saiyan Sonic. Goodbye. And the Chungus wins again. Alright. Now he's weak, we can throw the cap. Let's wrap this up in a nice little bow. Crown, crown, crown. There it is. You're mine. Headlong Rush is the signature move they gave to the new evolution they made for Ursa Ring. Nice. I can think of no better Mon to have it than Chungus. The idea of the Master Ball is to throw it without even fighting. Yeah, you would think that, but this fight doesn't let you throw hats until you beat it, basically. So until you get Super Saiyan Sonic down to that sliver of health, you're not even allowed to throw a cap. Nice. Good old Exor. Electric and fighting, that's what he is. That's why ground had absolutely decimated him. A blue hedgehog and the fastest thing alive. A friend to all, and if backed into a corner, he'll unleash an ultimate power with the 7 Chaos Emeralds. No, we're not gonna nickname Sonic. Sanic. Alright, cool, we got him. Now, one more thing to do before we call it a night. Let's go fight that blonde kid. You forgot that? You thought I just wanted to hurt Sonic as much as possible? Well, it's possible for two things to be true at the same time, my friend. We didn't get an electric fighting until Gen 9. Nice. Better late than never. I know there are still a couple of dual types out there that don't have any Mon. I wonder if they'll ever do that, if they'll ever complete the list. Something tells me that the developers don't think about that sort of thing as much as we do. New Donk. Where is New Donk? Oh, it's over here. There we go. Okay, Egad's lab was... Well, first we need to heal. I'm still waiting for my Dragon-type evolution. Like, come on, that one's long overdue. Where was the lab again? That wasn't it. The ghost one has been even longer. Yeah, I'd like a ghost type evolution too. Basically, I like Eevee, so I'd take any new evolution. we need a dragon type Eevee. We'll call it Tikion. This is not Egad's lab. Do-do-do-do. Shenrion. Okay, it's around here somewhere, right? If I keep blindly looking, I'll discover it, right? You can evolve Eevee into a ghost with a brick. Dark, but I love it. It's definitely on the right side of town? Maybe I'm just blind. This is not it. Did I ever pick up Let's Go Eevee? I did. I like Let's Go Eevee. I think it's a nice change of pace with the capture mechanic. not being tied to battling. Not saying I'd want to do that, like, with every game. I just thought it was a nice change of pace, since it's something new for a Kanto game. Alright. Jacob, the blonde kid, this is the one, right? Yeah, Alpha Rad, okay. Alright, I'm sure this kid's gonna destroy me, but let's do this. Wait, why is he holding up a Pokeball? They're supposed to be hats. Immersion ruined. He has a Sonic? I do like that shiny Sonic is just Shadow. Well, he's at a much higher level than I am, so I'm not sure I have a chance here. Did I put Sonic on my team? No, he doesn't deserve it. I don't think Chungus has enough left in him to take another shot there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright, fair enough. Alright, we'll throw out our ghost. It's got the eyes of a killer. What type are you again? Are you fairy? Or are you... You're probably fairy. I don't know. We'll just zap you with lightning. Ouch. Ouch. Whew. Okay, things aren't looking up for Team Teresa here. I mean, I think... Man, what's the play here? We're in trouble. Here's what we'll do. Let's bring back Chungus for when Sonic comes back. As much as I'd like to bring out Exor right now, I think he'd get killed, or she'd get killed, excuse me, before getting a hit off. Because even though Exor is steel, I don't think her magic defense is that great. But we'll see if we can get at least one hit here. It's not very effective, but it sure did a lot. There we go. Oh man. That was a lot of experience. Let's see, Blarg, you were fire? Probably. Bring out the fish. Alright, let's do a little strategy here. Set something up. Assuming I live through this. Okay then. That was a lot of damage. That wasn't very cash money of you. Let's do what we can here. Save the fish, save the world. Exor has a 5-hit move where it spits the Axem Rangers at you. Now that's a game. Oh man. I've been burned. Oops. Oh yeah, you're dragon and fire, so this won't do that much against you, all things considered. Yeah, that did a lot. I guess we'll take this opportunity to bring back the boo. Ouch. It's a good thing I know one Yoshi that's really good at killing stuff. Get him! Not bad, not bad. Ouch. Okay, that's a good miss. We like that. Oh, Pyoro. Goodness. Pyoro got hands. Man, one hit, really. Wow. Kamekant. Not feeling very good right now. Man, I can never remember what type this thing is. Can you knock it off with the knockoff? That was not the right move. I am no longer holding an item, my guy. Still does way too much, though. Things are not looking good for Team Me. Yeah, I don't really have much I can do here. This thing is gonna kill me. This is the skin of a killer, Bella. Can I get a hit off? That would be nice. I don't think I'm ever going to get a hit off, aren't I? Ooh, critical. That'll do it. Alright, we're just going to go all in on the Chungus here. Can the recoil from Life Orb kill you? I really hope it does. There we go. Aw, man. Goomba. Interesting choice. Okay. I respect it. Uh-oh. The endeavor. I've been endeavored. Okay, well, what do we do here? Because I'm not getting a hit off before he hits me, because he's faster than anything. And I don't have anything that can heal me to full. Because he's just gonna, like, he's at a sliver of HP. He's just gonna turn into... He's just gonna turn into supersonic, right? And that puts me in a very tight spot. So, what if we bring back... I guess that's our best shot as we try to bring back... But who can take a hit from him? I don't really know who our best bet is. He is poisoned, but I don't know if the poison takes effect before the Chaos Emerald thing does. I'm assuming that this version of Sonic works the same way as the battle we just did, where he gets healed back to full when he activates the Chaos Emerald. So I'm not sure the poison's gonna finish him off. I guess we'll bring back the Boo. Yeah, okay. So if he gets healed to full here, I'm not sure there's much we can do. Yeah, okay. I don't think there's much we can do here. You know, if Teresa lives through one attack and we full heal Chungus, Chungus might be able to finish the job. But that relies on Teresa and Chungus being able to survive a hit, and that is not looking good. Alright, what else do we have in our bag of tricks here? We've got a couple of Ultra Shrooms. Various PP healers, which we don't really care about. Yeah, everything else is just... Yeah, that's not gonna help. Quick, throw a bottle cap at him. Yeah, I guess we'll just heal to see if we can do that. Use a red essence. Yes, I'm on it. Yeah, it does over half my HP, so there's not really... Yeah, it's not looking good. Okay, I guess we'll do one more, because we've got one more. And if, like, by some miracle he misses, we might have something. Alright. Well, that didn't work. Get him! Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, we tried. We lost against the director himself, but that's okay. Alright, we gave it a shot. I caught Sonic. I'm fine with how it turned out. But it's late. I'm gonna call it a night. I still need to fix up the Mario's Endless Nightmare patch and officially release it. But thanks everybody for coming in. Just a reminder, next week we'll start in with Paper Mario Star Nova. That'll be a good time. I'm excited about that one. And also, I got a video dropping tomorrow with some more lesser-known fact type stuff, going into depths about the obscure mechanics in Super Mario RPG. Stuff like why super jumps don't count against Punchinello. Like, it doesn't count your, it doesn't keep track of your high score when you super jump against Punchinello. But anyway, look forward to that. But thanks for coming in, everybody. Hope you all have a good night. Take it easy and see you next time.